And a lot of people think that if you're a math teacher, you love being in front of people, and I love being in front of people who are high school students. So, parents or my peers kind of freak me out. So being a Beachbody coach has really stretched me. I didn't have a huge physical transformation. I was a college athlete. I've always been pretty fit. But for me, it was more of emotional and like a life. Obviously, I'm no longer a teacher. But I started becoming a Beachbody coach after stalking my coach for an entire year. I met her through a mutual friend. I was starting my own little sewing business, trying to make a little bit of money on the side. Because as a teacher, we had, in Arizona, we're like number 48 for pay. And I had gotten pay cut after pay cut. And I have 3 little boys, and at the time I had 2, and I just wanted to be home more with them. But it just wasn't happening. My husband is also he's a Spanish teacher. And so as 2 teachers, the income just kept getting smaller. And so after a year of stalking my coach, I decided I was going to jump in and give this a try. I just wanted to earn a little bit of extra money. I had gained just a little bit of weight from, I had just lost a baby, and so I was emotionally I was very depressed, and I needed something to distract myself, to be honest with you, and I thought, why not try this? Immediately, I just fell in love with Shakeology, and I had at first been like, there's no way I'm ever going to pay $140 for shakes. My husband is going to flip out, like, there's no way. But after a week on Shakeology, I had no longer had any stomach issues that I had been dealing with since I was 5. And just having that, where I could not have to worry about that anymore, was huge for me. I decided that I was going to go all in, and I told my husband I was going to commit to 1 year. I wanted him to let me do coaching for 1 year and see if this was for me. I knew that I couldn't build a business or really learn what this was about in just a few months. And so no matter what happened in that year, I was going to push through and see what happened. I think it was the summer of 2015, I realized the income potential and that this could bring me home full-time with my boys. And that was what I always wanted to do. I just went to college because that was the thing you did. I wanted to be home. And so once I saw that, I put my head down and just thought, okay, I need to be making X amount of dollars by January or February when contracts came out. And I kept working, and come December, I was like, I just don't know if it's going to happen, and I just prayed that if this was what it meant to be, then I was going to hit X amount of weekly dollars in January, and then I hit it, and then I was like, I don't know if I can quit my job, I'm a little bit scared, so if I hit, and it came in February, and my husband was like, how many months are you going to wait hitting those X amount of dollars before you tell our boss? And I was like, do this, and I was 8.5 months pregnant, 9 months pregnant, ready to deliver my 3rd son, and I walked into my boss's office, and I said, I'm going to be taking 12 weeks of maternity leave, and I'm not coming back. And I'd never been able to take 12 weeks of maternity leave, because as a teacher, you get however many days you save, and then you don't get paid. And so I got to be home for 12 weeks. And I went back to school for 4 days to close everything out, and I walked away, and this is now my full-time job. I don't have to miss out on anything anymore. I get to take my oldest to school, and I get to pick him up. I work in his classroom every Friday, and it's just been such an amazing opportunity, and I have loved every minute of it. I've made so many friends through this, and I'm a twin, and I'm the quieter twin, and my sister's super outgoing, and I was kind of her shadow all my life. And this has been my way of, I'm finally no longer anybody's shadow. And, I get to help people every single day, and there's nothing like having people come to you and saying, you've changed my life, and because of you, I'm healthier. And I keep telling everybody that I'm still a teacher, my content is just different. My kids actually, my students, like coming to my class now instead of math. And I'm just so thankful that I finally committed, and I just have this passion inside of me to help others get healthy, and then also just to build this life, because there's just so much freedom in being able to not have to tell my boss, I'd like to take my kid to kindergarten, and I had to ask for permission to take him to kindergarten, and then I had to get coverage for it. And if I didn't get those things done, I wasn't going to get to do it. And when my middle goes to school next year, I get to walk him in, and I get to watch him go in the door. And I didn't get to do that the first time. I encourage you, it's hard in the first bit. It's not an easy, quick fix, but if you put the time in and you commit, you can make this such a big thing. And I know that sometimes you're like, I didn't hit Success Club, and it's the 20th of the month, but you just keep pushing and you keep inviting, and you show up every single day. And I get to be home now, and if I would have stayed in teaching, I never would have been home with my kids. And so I'm just so thankful that Beachbody came into my life. Thank you so much, Melissa. You're truly